Welcome to Monumental Moments and Coaching Ninjas TV channel. We are masterminding your future with you. Tonight we are featuring Dr. Larry Grimm. Larry has been a chaplain in long-term care, hospice care, Presbyterian minister, and now is a master coach with Monumental Moments and Coaching Ninjas. He's going to give you a taste of his upcoming 6 weeks course on elderhood, the Big 5-0 and Beyond. Hello, I'm Larry Grimm, and I'm pleased that you've come to join me on this channel tonight. I am going to give you a taste of a course that I'm going to teach. The course has to do with hitting that age of 50 and going beyond it, and making that life something wonderful to live, something that's full of energy, joy, and celebration, everything that you want. When I hit 50, I really hit a roadblock. Part of it was that I felt really good about myself. I reached 50, I felt comfortable in my skin like I hadn't for a while. I was feeling very competent and very kind of mature, a new maturity. But I also realized that around me, I was into a society that really had a whole different agenda for me. When I reached 50, finding another job became really, really difficult. You may have experienced this yourself. But when you hit 50, the society looks at you as getting ready to retire, even at that early age. And so you become part of what we call the twos club. You're too old, you're too experienced, and you're sure too expensive. So they anticipate that you are wrapping things up. There's a whole lot of social silent conventions that go on. Another one is that you're going to wind down physically and that you're going to get sick a lot. I went to a doctor said, the intake nurse said, well, how many medications are you on? I told her my one medication. She said, what else? I said, that's it. She said, only one? I mean, the message is you got to get sick. You're getting old. You got to get sick. And life, we get all these subtle messages. Just as our younger years become a marketplace, so are the older years a marketplace. And those who want to sell us stuff for aging want to make sure that we are convinced that we're going to go downhill and that we're going to need them to keep us alive. Well, I refuse to do that. But I also remembered that one of the things that happened is when I got into my 50s and beyond, there were some things I really, really didn't want to have happen. I really, really didn't want to get divorced, but I got divorced. I really, really, really didn't want to have a crisis in my career. I had a crisis in my career. I really, really didn't want to alienate some people in my life that I loved. I found myself alienating some people I loved. And what I decided, or what I finally realized most recently at least, is that old phrase of self-fulfilling prophecy I was living, and the prophecies were not positive. They were negative. And we have the power in our conscious mind to program our subconscious mind either for the things that we want or the things that we don't want. And I'm confident that that's what I was doing. And so now in my life, I really, really want to work with people, to enable people like me to get into this wonderful age of elderhood, I call it, and to shape it in a way that it's going to be rich and rewarding and full of meaning and love. And that's what I would like to do with you. And I want to do that first for introducing you to my 6 weeks course, 6 classes that's coming up beginning this next Wednesday, the 21st of September. I'm going to go through the course with the class titles and give you a little explanation of each class and kind of a foretaste of what we're going to be doing. I call this Elderhood, 50 and Beyond. Supposedly there are a lot of obstacles for us to overcome, but I want to say we're going to deal with the obstacle mentality so that we transform it into opportunities. And I have 5 classes of content, and the 6th class is a wrap-up. The first one is about change. Become one with the changes. Lots of changes are involved in this life after 50 and beyond. And we're going to become one with those changes. see them as part of our lives and see them as a way to create new opportunities. The second class is going to be titled, Fulfill Your Desires, Meaning, Money, and Sex. The third is Get Over the Anger and Remember the Lesson. Well, that has to do with forgiveness. Not forgive and forget, but forgive and remember. The fourth is to awaken to the spiritual life. Oh, there's a richness and a wonder there that we've never experienced yet. And the fifth is going to be relaxation. How do we breathe in such a way that we can relax and really feel comfortable with our life? Now, they become one with the changes. We are encouraged, of course, to feel as though we're victims all the time. We have a wonderful, wonderful pressure to be victim. Victimhood is rampant in our society. But I'm going to encourage you to meet the challenges of change with confidence and flexibility. Fulfill your desires. What are your deepest desires? What do you really, really want? I have a hunch that you really, really want meaning and purpose in your life. You want money, for sure, so you'll be secure. And you want sex. We're going to celebrate your stories from the past because those events help shape the person that you are. And you're an amazing person today. We're going to bring the power of those events through your stories into the very present. Get over the anger. Remember the lesson. One of the big obstacles, and we get stuck internally about the past, often and mostly about our parents. I mean, we all come from dysfunctional families, and I don't know who put the fun in dysfunctional, but we like to stay there sometimes. I'm going to ask you to encourage you and teach you how to forgive and remember. Remember the good things. We can forgive everybody. We can't always reconcile, because reconcile means two or three or more are coming together because they want to reconcile, to refigure their relationship. That can't always happen, but we can forgive. Awaken to the spiritual life. There's a beautiful sense of the presence of God that we can say we're always moving towards, but I want you to bring it from the future into the present, because now is when the divine is with you, filling your consciousness with wonder and amazement as you experience the depths of your own spirit. The fifth class is about letting go. Breathe in and breathe out, but feel that real relaxation. We have a past from which we want to let go. Many things in the past don't serve us well, and we want to let go of those. I will enable you to let go of those. We also need to let go of the future, because the future really doesn't exist. The point is to live in the love of the eternal now, and we'll have some ways of learning how to do that and experiencing that in the class. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that real relaxation and call on it anytime you want. You know, we, especially those of us who are in baby boomers, have to realize that we've never been this age before. And that's a reason for coaching, group and individual coaching. I'm going to enable you to retrain your way of thinking and responding to life and the challenges, and to making it a joyful experience. I want you to get happy. I do coaching individually, and this class time, the next 6 weeks in the class, are going to be a kind of a group coaching experience. Go to www.thecoachingninjas.com to register and be ready. When you're ready, I'm here for you. When you want to make your life a joyful and happy experience, I'm going to help you. I'm going to go to battle with you if need be. Certainly going to explore those inner experiences and bring them to fruition. Thank you for listening and being a part of my webinar. I look forward to seeing you next week. thecoachingninjas.com. See you then.